Hasan Piker has just been named top 25 most influential creators of 2025 by the Rolling Stones. And I don't really think that people understand how problematic this shit is. Now, because this is a list curated by the Rolling Stones, almost everybody on the list is a millionaire influencer that got their millions from entertaining people. But in the case of Hasan Piker, who ended up number 8 most influential on this list, he is a millionaire, or at least almost a millionaire, whose job it is not to entertain people, but to allegedly educate people about the political system or the empire that is the United States. Hasan Piker is a guy who likes to brand himself as a revolutionary, who likes to brand himself as a socialist. And let me be clear, this is Rolling Stone magazine, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, if he was actually a revolutionary or a socialist, they wouldn't be calling him top 25 most influential. They would be more likely to do a motherfucking hit piece on him. But truthfully speaking, he is actually that influential, but the problem is he gained that influence through bullshitting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of young people and revolutionaries, or those who at least want to be considered revolutionary, into believing he is a revolutionary and a revolutionary advocate. For example, he's become very popular as of late for his criticisms, rightfully so, of Israel and the genocide that they're committing in Gaza. But this is the same man who also told everybody that they better vote for Joe Biden, who effectively financed the genocide in Gaza, along with the Democratic Party. This is the same man who likes to play video games with AOC and give softball interviews to Bernie Sanders, while they have been both complicit in this genocide at the bare minimum. This is the same man who gave a softball interview to Matt Duss, Bernie's foreign policy advisor, the Zionist imperialist foreign policy advisor, who literally has been advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. Bro is out here telling people to give money, pay monthly dues to the Democratic Socialists of America, knowing goddamn well the DSA has never and ever actually endorsed a socialist candidate, especially a socialist candidate that is openly claiming to be so outside of the Democratic Party. And the DSA damn sure has never endorsed a revolutionary. Matter of fact, can y'all think of the last time the DSA endorsed a candidate that did not belong to the Democratic Party? Don't worry, I'll wait. See, instead of asking people to engage in and support mutual aid efforts by people on the ground, where we know that money is going to go towards revolutionary efforts to help out the community, directly impact the community, like we see right here, where Sabby Sab is helping her community, he asked us to fund DSA efforts, money that we know is going to go to the Democratic Party, and a party that we know is going to continue to finance genocide. The same genocide he's become even more famous for allegedly condemning. And in this particular case, Hasan Piker is completely and totally aware of who Sabby Sabs and the Revolutionary Blackout Network is and the work that they do. So he has no excuse.
If the Fred Hampton leftists were actually principled Marxist, Leninist, Maoists, okay, with any sort of organizational capacity, and not a mishmash of different fucking weirdo cranks that have a very strange perspective on American politics that is straight the fuck up the exact same kind of brain rot that the rest of these weirdos that we look at have, where they believe that the organizational power of working class will come from literally directly aligning with fascists.
I'm sorry. Anybody pick up on the fact that he just called a group of black activists dumb and weird? Because that's what I'm going to remember from that conversation. See, these are the little, like, the racist dog whistles that we were telling you guys about.
I mean, the dude, with all of his influence, thought it was extremely important for him to bring on Zoran Mamdani, who claims to be a socialist, despite all the bright-ass red flags we've seen from Mamdani recently, but won't even reach out to Butch Ware to have him on. Despite the fact the most controversial issue about Butch Ware is that he is absurdly consistent and is running on the exact same issues as candidate for governor of California as the issues he ran on while he was running for vice president. What's the difference between those two guys? Oh yeah, Mamdani's a Democrat and Butch Ware is Green Party. Mamdani has proven time and time again to be ideologically inconsistent, and Butch Ware is so damn consistent, it's actually scary at times how consistently correct he is on every issue. Mamdani takes PAC and Super PAC money from billionaires. Butch Ware does not. In other words, Butch Ware is a socialist revolutionary he claims to be, and Mamdani, from what it looks like, is likely not. He's faking the funk, just like Hasan Piker. But Hasan uses that influence to convince people that Mamdani is the real deal without question. And if some of us look at the facts and do decide to question someone like Mamdani, it's Hasan's job on behalf of the empire to have us be looked at like we're the problem for acknowledging reality. Like we're the problem for acknowledging these politicians and these candidates' inconsistency ideologically. And to be frank, like I said, Hasan is very good at his job, which is why he gets rewarded by the empire by getting features like these. So let me be clear. Those who actually challenge the empire do not get rewarded by the empire. You get punished. So if you see someone who claims that they are challenging the empire, that they are against the empire, being rewarded by the empire, then you need to be wary of that individual, because it's likely that they're working on behalf of the empire and their job is to form.